Eclipse has written, I see at Eclipse, and it's probably about, judging by the at, it might be, there we go. Afternoon all, will there be adjustments to the game mode node settings, such as sliders, so we don't get tons of uranium when using the advanced resource selection? No. Not yet. Converting the hard numbers we have to sliders is a bit involved. It's also, for now, this might change in the office very soon, but part of the fun of it is just seeing how wacky worlds can get. Like, we have been joking about, oh, what if people end up in, like, the Dune Desert, and it's all uranium, so it's like the hardest starting biome, and all your few options are just uranium, and see how people tackle that. Currently, yes, you will have to travel a lot to find, like, the small specks of other advanced resources, if you do end up with a shit ton of uranium. But for now, that is something we consider self-wrought. That is something we consider as something you guys opt into yourselves, even though, yes, you're not aware of the exact numbers you opt into because they are cryptic or loosely descriptive, like just the titles in a drop-down menu. But saying that, the full randomization mode specifically should never lock you out of completing the game. The exact same amount of every resource on the map stays consistent. So I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but say there are like 150 iron nodes in the map. There will still be 150 iron nodes on the map after the shuffle, and the same amount of copper, same amount of caterium, same amount of limestone, sand, oil, everything. They will just have swapped places. So if you travel far and wide and look, it should be doable. It should be doable. Seeing now Slice Mister, example with phase 2 with 100 times and 2005 times with the multipliers. We have also seen very, very daunting numbers already from people realizing that setting multipliers means that every step in a production line goes exponential by just how simple math works, which means that you need some ludicrous numbers to produce very few numbers. This can even go as far as needing hundreds of ore to create like 2 or 3 iron plates in the very beginning, as far as that. And again, like these numbers, they are hard, like set. You can see that it is 0.2, 0.4, 0.150. I forget the exact numbers again. I don't look at the drop down too closely. And we agree to a point that yes, it is kind of off that some cases with the huge multipliers where you will need a lot more to produce a lot less can feel obnoxious, especially when combined with power multiplying, because at some point the amount of sheer power you need to create too little just makes no sense. And also the other way around, having multipliers go below 1, so needing less to produce more, can actually cause its own issues and have the game be more challenging than intended when you have to deal with way more waste product than needed in tiers 5 and upwards. So that's also for consideration. If we multiply backwards, so below 1, do we actually also reduce the amount of waste you produce? Because having it stay the same or go up is actually making the game harder, or like more stressful to deal with, because you just produce so much waste by inserting very little into your refineries instead. So